No clothes for 2018. No, that's not right. I will be wearing clothes. I just won't be buying clothes for 2018. Hey, my name is Melissa Astra. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I wanted to talk a little bit about my minimalist journey as well as a challenge that I've set forth for myself for 2018. It is a little bit late, it is February, but I mean, so far I'm sticking to this goal, so that's great. What is the goal, you might ask? So my goal for 2018 is to not spend any money on clothes. Especially not new clothes, because I am working towards zero waste. And so if I am to buy new clothes, I want to get them secondhand whenever possible. I know that's not always an option. And it's kind of funny because right after I decided to do this challenge, I ripped a hole through my, what are they called? Stockings? No, they're not called stockings. Leggings. I've pretty much been living out of those for the last few months at home, so kind of tragic, but definitely not something that I absolutely have to replace, so that's good. Normally I would go and replace them right away, but gosh darn it, I made a commitment to myself. I'm not one who spends a lot of money on clothes, but I am one who tends to amass a lot of clothing, and I guess I prefer going for cheap pieces of clothing, and I don't necessarily go for quality, and then I end up just with tons. So before I moved here to BC, I got rid of about 2 garbage bags full of clothing, and then more recently in the summer I got rid of, I think, another big giant bag of clothing. And then a little bit later, like maybe a few weeks later, I was able to get rid of another 2 giant garbage bags of clothing. So yeah, I get a lot of clothes and I definitely don't need them all. So I've gone through a lot of my clothes and just minimized what I need. So for me, there's really, I guess, 3 main areas that I need clothes for. So I need clothes just for my casual wear, so when I'm out and about. Also for work, it's kind of a business casual dress. And then also for work, I go to court, so I need to have court appropriate clothes. So I have spent 2017 just picking a few key pieces that I need. So like tank tops, just for a base. I tend to wear tank tops with every outfit, usually black tank tops. So I have about 5 of them because I use them quite frequently. And then shirts that I can dress up or dress down. I got a pair of jeans, just plain navy black jeans, as well as shorts. So whenever in Canada we're able to wear shorts, I wear shorts. It's very exciting. The shorts that I was wearing were really old and they had lots of holes, so I needed to replace those. In my town, I'm not too worried about buying clothes, though a lot of the clothes I've purchased are just from like Walmart. Like my tank tops are from Walmart. Some of my sweaters are from Walmart. They're just basic looking clothes. And there's another retail store here in town as well, but I actually haven't even gone into it, so as not to get tempted to buy things from it. I think I bought a pair of shoes last year, but it was in another town from that store. So I'm not too worried about buying clothes in town. It's more when I leave town. So if I go to neighboring cities or if I go home to visit my family, there's a lot of shopping options there. And I love my friends. Shout out to Arena, because a lot of times I don't even have to go and buy clothes. I actually get a lot of my clothing secondhand, which is just absolutely fabulous because no one likes spending money on clothing. It's really great to be able to get clothes secondhand. So, you know, if you do decide to clean out your clothes, maybe do a clothing exchange with your friends. And if they're not interested, then drop them off at a thrift store. Another thing I'd like to start doing too is if clothes do get ripped or torn or stained, I want to actually, you know, sew them up or fix them or remove the stain so that things don't get tossed out as quickly. I'll also put together a video just outlining my wardrobe and how I've kind of laid out all of my clothes and figured out what colors go together and what colors to buy and what styles to buy and all of that kind of stuff, kind of my logic around it. The things that I tend to put a little bit more money into and the things that I don't mind buying a little bit cheaper. So that will be in a video coming soon. What I'm hoping to gain from this challenge is firstly to save money. Secondly, I want to be a little bit more conscious of what I'm purchasing. I find that I tend to just buy things because, you know, I think it's a necessity, but you don't actually check your closet to make sure that it is necessity or not. In fact, I mean, my clothes are pretty minimal. I wouldn't say it's bare bones by any means, but I even saw a sweater today that I was like, oh yeah, I like that sweater. I haven't worn that in forever. I should wear that. It's winter. It makes sense. I think one of the reasons that I got interested in this challenge and more broadly minimalism and working towards minimalistic lifestyle and all of that is realizing that I used to buy things even though I couldn't afford them. I would get a bit of like sort of a high on buying something new, and it would almost like fill a hole in me, and I'd be happy that I had that object for a while, and then the feeling that you get with that new object goes away quickly. So I realized I was spending money that I didn't have. I was getting into credit card debt. I wasn't saving towards things that I valued or that were towards my long-term goals. So that's why I've decided to become more conscious about where my money is going, and that really to me is what minimalism is. So I didn't want to start with something that was not obtainable. I think that doing this clothing challenge is possible. I think that it'll be hard for me, but I think that it is something that I can do. And I know that obviously not everyone is able to do a challenge like this. Some people only buy things out of necessity, but it is something that I realized was happening in my life, and that's something that I wanted to change for myself. And that's really what this challenge is all about. So to summarize, 2018 will be a year where I will not purchase clothes. And if I absolutely have to, I will buy them secondhand. And I will attempt to repair clothes if they are tattered or worn, or be inventive with things. How about you? Are you one to buy a lot of clothes? Are you one to just amass a bunch of clothes that you don't wear? Is this a challenge you'd be interested in joining me in for 2018? We could be in this together. Let me know down below in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so that is it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I make new videos about plant-based living, zero waste, minimalism, and a bunch of different things. So if you are interested, subscribe or hit the like button. I appreciate hearing from you guys. So if you have any comments, please leave them below. And have a great day. See you later.